Well, action continues in the NZRL Youth Tournament. Thank you for joining us here from Puketawhero Park here in Rotorua. The 2023 Youth NZRL Tournament. And we're moving to a pool match now between the Auckland Vulcans and Waikato. First game of the tournament for both of these teams. And as they begin their quests for glory here at the tournament this year. Auckland Vulcans coming here with a pretty good team. They've got a couple of players that play for St Paul's College earlier on in the year, including Atapana Sua, a back rower, good player. St Paul's, of course, winning the Auckland competition again this season and finishing runners-up in the national competition to St Thomas of Canterbury. So our first look at the Auckland Vulcans, and a good spread of players too. A few players from Manurewa, Papatoetoe, Mount Albert, Mangere East, or Tahuhu as well. So we've got a good spread of players for the team wearing blue. Waikato are going to be their opponents today, and we have a good half a dozen, maybe in fact there are 9 players backing up from the District 9s earlier on in the year that played at Easter. So there's some pretty decent players in their team as well. But the Auckland Vulcans clearly going to be a side to keep your eye on. To a couple of people in the know, and they reckon the Auckland Vulcan teams could be the team to beat this year in the 18s division. Although we just saw the South Island, of course, thump the Bay of Plenty team by 50 points to 0. So they look pretty decent, and as I'm sure counties will be as well. So here are the two captains, just sorting out the toss. Waikato. And the Vulcans switching sides. So reminding you the two games that we've had so far today here on field number 2. Akarana beat Wellington in the 16s match, 22 points to 12. Got another 16s match to come after this one between the South Island teams and Mid Central. And then we saw that 50-0 scoreline with the South Island beating Bay of Plenty. Good news heading into that next match between the South Island and Mid Central 16 teams. They both won their first matches this morning. So we'll have a good clash, I'm sure, coming up at 1 o'clock this afternoon in that contest. So it's going to be the Vulcans to kick off in this match. And underway we are here in this 18s clash. Conditions to continue to be dry here in Rotorua, which is good. Cold westerly breeze starting to emerge though. Nothing too shabby for both of these two teams as Waikato get the first carry to Dylan Muolio. And now here comes Jake Rabats. Tackle caught strongly by Sua for the Vulcans. Waikato are going to have to be right on their game here against this Vulcans team today. But there's some good players in this Waikato side, as I said. Bit of experience at rep level or national level earlier on in the year. Ihaya Tiwara is one of those. He's got his hands on the ball right now. Tama Darlington is the hooker for Waikato. And now here comes Lee Collins. Darlington into dummy half again. And there goes the kick from Whakapiri Kitio Waloi, and looked like it might have been dropped there on that wing for the Vulcans to Tavita. Might have been knocked on there, but in fact it's going to be Waikato ball. So great set there for Waikato, luring the error. So the Vulcans hot on defence now. Huirama to play it for Waikato. Can they do here? Darlington. There's Whakapiri Kitio Waloi again. Darlington gives it to Shepherd. Here's a little run here from Shepherd. And Shepherd's over to score a try for Waikato. Kayla Shepherd. Nicely done. And it's 4-0 to Waikato. In fact, that's Caleb Wright going over to score the try. The number 1, in fact. So Caleb Wright gets his team on the board. Excellent try. So there you go. So this guy here's an interesting character, isn't he? Luki John Whakapiri Kitio Iloi. Big, strong lad. Yeah, looks like he's slotted into 5'8" for his team. Kicking's going to be important, isn't it, in these games, because we've seen a couple of earlier matches where the goal kicking ended up being a bit critical, particularly that Wellington-Auckland game in the 16s. Now, is it going to curl back? It's not going to curl back there. Whakapiri Kitio Eloi, so it's going to be 4 points to 0 to Waikato. Great try scored by Caleb Wright. So well done to Waikato. They've looked good with the ball in hand, really solid. Got the repeat set, and they made Auckland Vulcans pay with a good try. Waikato coached by Tahoriki Paki. So it looks like he's got a good team together, and Bevan Thomas is the Vulcans coach. Shows you there are good players scattered across all of these teams, you know. And they know how to play. Darlington. It's a good charge into the line by Robarts again. Now taking a carry himself as Whakapiri Kitio Eloi. Gets his team a penalty as well. Everything rolling for Waikato early in this game here. In these first 4 minutes. Great kick too, great touch finder there for Waikato, and now they're hot on attack again with a full set, and their tails are up, and the Vulcans a bit slow to come up on their line speed right there. Flavel looking to take full advantage. He's already down to the 10. So Darlington swings it back to Robarts again, hard charging back rower. He's already shown out strongly in this game. Whakapiri Kitio Eloi again, and now he feeds nicely to his outsides. Waikato love a second try here. It's Shepherd, gives it to Wright again. Looking good here for Waikato. It's a second score. Rakai Ta'aho is going to go over and score another 4-pointer. It is 8-0. Talk about execution. Have the Vulcans even had a set yet in this game? I don't recall them having a set in the game so far. 8 points to 0, 5 minutes of play. Well, this game is all beautifully set up. Usually when it comes to the sport of rugby league, you can kind of count on the Auckland teams, the counties teams. You can see counties playing in the background on another field there. They're always going to be pretty good. Well, we will see if the Vulcans can somehow find a way back in this contest, because it's all Waikato at the moment. So Whakapiri Kitio Eloi with this conversion attempt again. And he's away with that kick as well. So 8 points to 0. Tries in the game to Caleb Wright. Rakai Ta'aho is the try scorers for Waikato in this game. Well, the Vulcans just need the ball. I'm sure when they get it, they'll be very fired up to impose themselves in the game. But first, they've got to defend well. They've got stop giving away penalties as well. So let's see. That trend continues as Andrews brings the ball back to Panett. Andrews with the first carry. So in there trying to disrupt possession again for the Vulcans. Not going to happen as Darlington moves away. He's a solid little hooker, isn't he? He's got plenty of style about him. Darlington again.
Up, boy.
And now here's the influential player again. Whakapiri Katio Yaloi. And away goes Darlington, nipping away from dummy half. Again, Waikato looking excellent, bringing the ball down the field. Last play now for them. Huirama. And there goes the kick. Putting pressure on the Vulcans again at the back. Two players colliding there. Looked like a knock on at the back. It was. Well, confusion there between AJ Potoa and Ezekiel Tavita. Neither of them really called with the authority for the Vulcans. And here is Waikato, who've already executed 2 tries from similar positions in the first half. Everything going Waikato's way. Execution's been good, their kicking's been good, they've been running into the line nice and strong. Well, we'll see if they can put another one on the Vulcans. This is Te Wara with the first carry. Ihaya Te Wara. Well organised side here, playing against the Auckland Vulcans. That's Collins. Darlington in again at dummy half. Short little ball this time to Walker. Now Walker almost there for Waikato. Darlington again. Nice play out under the right edge. Cutting back on the angle is Flavel. Still alive for Waikato. Here is Huirama. Back comes Walker once again. Good defence this time by the Vulcans. Having to really aim up on defence now. They're going to run it, are they? Here's Shepherd back out to right, but plenty of blue jumpers there on that occasion. And that will be a handover. So that is perhaps the break that the Vulcans will be looking for. And finally they're going to get their hands on the ball here. We have hardly called any of their players in this game at all. I reckon this is their first set of the game. Well, let's see what they can do from deep within their own half. Wikitera is not going much upfield, with Waikato enjoying making some tackles as well. Now here is Sua, Atapana Sua from St Paul's College. Very fine prospect. In comes Tavita, and now on the outside it's Tavita, Ezekiel Tavita. Back on the inside is going to be a score here for the Vulcans. Wikitera has got it. Taipara Pari Wikitera. And there is the Vulcans with some strike power of their own. Well, nice shift. Simple shift. Wikitera involved in setting it up as well. Great pass there from Winera. And some good gas by Tavita. And excellent support play from Wikitera, who goes over to score the try. And Wikitera was part of the Auckland team that won the District 9's 18s earlier on in the year. And actually played for Akarana last year in the centres, in the 16s, and was named in the tournament team as well. So Wikitera getting a try here. And now here comes the conversion attempt. Oh, he's missed it. There's the Vulcans' number 3. It's a bad miss there. So 8 points to 4 is the score. So game is nicely poised at the moment with Waikato kicking out on the full, and that's a shame for them. Now the Vulcans will be able to move forward again. Might just get their tails up here with 8 minutes to play until half-time. So here come the Vulcans. Ulavili in a dummy half for Auckland, and now Mangale. Kanan Mangale rather from De La Salle College. Ulavili, now Sua, nice little late offload to the line too. And here come the Vulcans powering into the red zone again. Sua, good tackle. Te Wara it was, with a really good tackle. But pressure on Waikato's line here. And it's been lost forward just as Manuika was going in to score it. Just a slight nudge forward there for the Vulcans. Waikato survive. Another pretty good attack by Auckland. No mistakes here will be the order of the day here for Waikato. I want to cough it up here in this part of the field. Darlington after Rabats again. He's worked hard on that right edge so far in the game. Some tough carries for Waikato and his team. That was Flavel as well. On the inside comes Walker once again. See, they can play some football here, the Waikato team. Shepherd. Waikato look to end their set. It's nicely done there as we see Mangaroa mark out there too, wearing 19. Now back goes for the Vulcans as Otoa taken on his 10. Good chase there by Walker in particular, who raced down there, and also Mark. And now let's see Manuika, what he can do with the ball. Making their tackles okay at the moment with 5 to play until half-time. That trend's going to have to continue. So we see a big charge in by Alan Malama Talataina. He looks a big, tough customer to handle in the centres. As you see the kick go downfield from Riley Tavali. Bounces kind for the Waikato team. Keone Albert comes back with the ball. Now Flavel again. 2 tries in the game to 1. Wright and Taupo for Waikato. Wikitera for Auckland. And now there's a good carry coming forward here from Porter. Good run from him. Excellent run. And away goes Mark now, pinching another 10 metres. Waikato coming back with some excellent ruck speed. Setting up for Walker here. Flavel not getting the ball that time. There goes the kick there from Hurirama. And the chase is okay from Waikato, but well done by Auckland's Tavita on that left wing side. Now Waikato will be keen to try and get an error out of AJ Potoa. Not coming on that run. And here he comes again. Looks very good, doesn't he, as a Malama Talataina. He's going to be hard to stop when he's got a full head of steam up. Good charge into the line by Te Pauroa Winera for Auckland. Uluvili continues at dummy half. Here comes Wikitera again. He frees up. Tavita. Excellent score right there for Ezekiel Tavita. And we are locked up. And that left edge for Auckland looks devastating. Check this play out here. And it was Tavita. Still plenty of work to do. And left his defender for dead there. Right was caught in a hopeless position. And Tavita, after being involved in the first try for the centre inside him, Puketawhero, goes and finishes that one off in style. 8 points to all now with a kick to come. A wonderful start for Waikato. Has now got just as good a response as the Vulcans camp would have been hoping for. So we'll see if this conversion can give the Vulcans the lead. It can. So 10 points to 8. Auckland hit the front for the first time in the game. The goal was kicked by Masonry Villa Terore for the Vulcans. So 10 points to 8. Now Waikato are going to be interesting to see how they go, and they have done a great kick-off there again. Well, they kicked out on the full from a moment ago, and now they've nailed that one. So again, Auckland Vulcans just a little sloppy at the back there. So, interesting couple of minutes coming up here. With the last with half-time approaching. Solid defence needed by Auckland Vulcans. Waikato would love another try just before half-time here. Oh, little error. Little fumble there, and looks like that opportunity is going to go begging for Waikato. Will the scrum have time to pack? It won't. So that will be half-time. It's Auckland with 2 tries all in the first half. Wright and Taupo for Waikato. Puketawhero and Tavita for the Vulcans. 10 points to 8.
It's an absolute feast.
Kia ora. Let's get you ready to go out there and have an epic rugby league game. But first things first, let's have a simple warm-up is a game changer. Not only will it improve your performance, but it will reduce the chances of you getting an injury. And if you want to skip the sore muscles, don't skip the cool down. Now, tackling is a big part of the game, so don't cheat on the technique. A good tackle technique will help keep everyone safe. Collisions happen all the time, so it's important to know how to spot a concussion and what to do if it happens to you or a teammate. Sweet as, have a then go get into it.
At Pertec, we understand that our customer needs their plant and equipment up, running and available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Using only world-class product from the likes of Bridgestone and Yokohama, there is no compromise for your valuable machines. Our attention to detail and precision is second to none. It's this customer experience that separates Pertec from the pack. Pertec will keep you operating.
Underway in the second half, just here between Auckland and Waikato in this 18s boys match at the NZRL Youth Tournament for 2023. And with us from Puketawhero Park here in Rotorua. And Waikato got out to a great lead, 8-0 early. And then Auckland came back with two good tries to take the lead just before the break. So still plenty of opportunities for both teams in this contest. It's been fairly even. Auckland's ball running has certainly looked athletic and fiery. Haven't had as many chances perhaps as their opponents in the game, as we see Tivoli. Oh, a little indecisive at 5'8" there, and it's going to be gathered by Tavita here. And he's regathered and scored a brilliant solo try. Ezekiel Tavita really showing out in this game. And what a perfect way for Auckland to start the second half. What the heck happened here? He got perhaps a bit of a lucky break to gather the ball there. He certainly finished it off brilliantly. It was a bit of a pinball situation earlier on. I wonder whether the officials just missed a slight knock on in the lead up to that. Might have to go back and check as we have a look at this conversion attempt coming up for Torore. Actually played in the County 16s team last year, Torore. In the Vulcans 18s this year. So that's the angle for him. Important kick here to get them more than 6 points clear. And Torore looks pretty good, doesn't it? Yeah, good kick from him. So 16 points to 8. That's 16 unanswered points now for the Vulcans. And they've kicked clear of Waikato here. After not having things go their own way in the first opening part of the contest. Waikato will restart play again. And let's see what Waikato's defence is going to be like with these charging runs off the back fence. Was there a little fumble there that time from that Vulcans player? I think it's Joshua Siwa Grew who just bobbled it forward. So here's a big chance for the Waikato team. With a scrum and a full set, just 16, 15 metres out. Well, we'll see what they can cook up here. The Waikato team would love to strike back and keep the score as close as they possibly can, but there's a little fumble. Yeah, coach killer, those sort of stuff. Tackle coming in for Waikato there for Aotearoa. See, number 14 is out there now for Auckland. That is Stephen Tuavai McEwen from Mangere East. Going to feed Joshua Siwa-Grew again. Another Mangere East player. Those two are teammates. In fact, that's Nazareth Vaulonga. And Waikato have got it. As Hetutu Davis makes the tackle. So it's a bit sloppy there from Auckland as we see Waikato come forward again through Collins. Nice little play from Mark again. Ruck speed's pretty good here for Waikato. There goes Mark, pinching 10 metres. Nice time to run for the hooker. Whakapiri Keteo Eloi again at dummy half. Shepherd. Here's a chance at the line here for Waikato. Spinning very close to score it as Collins. Can't quite get there. And now the number 8, Regie Collins. Last play now for Waikato. Here's Whakapiri Katoa Eloi getting there himself. I think he's got it down. They're keen. Oh, coach, the referee rather, is going to rule it's held up. That's unlucky. In fact, it's a handover as well because it was the last play. Well, Whakapiri Keteo Eloi, very close, but not close enough, according to the referee. Well, Auckland survived. That might have been a key moment in the game right there. Had Waikato scored, the conversion attempt was really handy. Could have taken them right up to 16-14, but the Vulcans hung on just. Now they can strike from anywhere, remember. Potoa right on the 20-metre line, and here comes one of the stars of the game is Tavita, but just as I talk him up, he fumbles the ball. How many times has that happened? Too often, you know. So Waikato going to get another big chance here. Can they do this time? Waikato. Into the game for some action now is Ratamakina. Dallas Ratamakina. Tackled with the ball right here, number 20. Here's Mangaroa Mark at dummy half again. Throwing himself into his Regie Collins again. He's fumbled it though this time. So errors just hampering both teams at the moment. Both coaches, I think, will just be getting a little ratty. Coming away again. Looking to make a burst upfield. It's this very good fullback. Potoa, what a run from him. Very close to the touchline. Kept in the field of play. Malama Talataina. Well, he goes to Avai McEwen again. And now throwing himself in as Fa'alupenga. Papatoia from Mount Albert Lions player, rather. Here comes Tuavai McEwen again. Now Sua putting his teammate Hetetu Davis into the clear. Both of those guys from St Paul's College. Last play now for the Vulcans. To volley. In comes Puketawhero. Inside ball is good, but defence is up to task for Waikato. Nicely done by the Waikato team. And they hang on. Okay. So some pretty decent pressure created by Auckland there. But their opponents held on okay. Waikato would need to get to their kick here. Good driving run. Into the heart of that Auckland defence. From Waikato again with 10 minutes to play in this game. They really need to be the next scorers as Collins takes the next carry. That's a good drive from Collins. You can see Darlington is back out there wearing 9 now. Good hard run again by Rabats. Now this kick will have put pressure on the back here. Taken nicely for Auckland by Lolasio, who returns and drives forward nicely there. Otahu College player. Now here's Manuika. Now Puketawhero for the Vulcans. So just under 10 to play. Game still in the balance, particularly if Waikato can score. It's only 3 tries to 2 in the contest. Terore's goal kicking's been crucial again for the team leading.
Left side,
2 from 3. Now that Breeze is taking that ball out of play, just nicely judged there by Caleb Wright. Got a try early in the game. Gee, if that bounce one more, could have gone out in the field of play, which would have been a 40-20. But in the end, Wright shattered it nicely. Makes 10 metres with the first carry. 7 tackle set, remember, for Waikato. Nice run. Mangali makes the tackle for the Vulcans. Here's Darlington. And now big metres being made by Waikato here through Porter. Good charge. Now Waikato getting good ruck speed here. Here goes Darlington, pinching another 10 from dummy half, rather. So this is working out well here for Waikato as Porter takes another carry. He's loving the physical play, and they get a penalty too. Well. Now here's a chance here for Waikato. Only 20 metres out. 8 points down, 8 minutes to play. Straight away is Collins to start the next set. Darlington gives it to Walker, and Walker is almost there. That was a close call for the Vulcans. Darlington almost thought about a crack himself. Throws it back to Huirama. Now Wright. They've lost a little momentum here. Can they recreate it? There's a chance in the corner. Oh, the defence is up to task though on Keone Albert. Only just though. Waikato putting pressure on Auckland again here. Darlington cuts back on the inside. And it's Jake Rabats. Darlington once again. Uidama. And now Shepherd. There's a change of tactics. Bounce is going to be critical here. And it's just eluded Waikato's centre Tawara there. Hard luck there for Waikato. Shepherd just putting a little bit too much Weet-Bix on that kick. Only if he hadn't sprinkled sugar on top, it would have been all right. Here comes the Vulcans. They're surviving. Tuavai McEwen with that first run. Gee, the Auckland Vulcans have been really tested in this contest. And there's still 6.5 to play. This game could have some more tries in it just yet. Torore with that carry. That was Lolasio at dummy half, and here comes Mangale. Sua not used that time. He goes to kick from Tivoli. Again, he's just picking up that winger on that far side for Waikato. And it was Taiho who got that try in the first half. Good little footwork at the line from Tawara. Arlington gives it to Wright, who's up on the line. Caleb Wright doesn't mind the contact. Caleb Wright bouncing out of them nicely. And down and back play here. 12 for the Vulcans. It's Taupo, Whaanui. Looks like he's just picked up a leg injury there. He was again part of the Auckland team that won the 18s District 9s title earlier on in the year. Beat Canterbury in the final. And he signed with the Warriors as well. Of course, the Warriors are signing a lot of players at the moment. They need players next year for their SG ball team, for their Jersey flag team, and a Harold Matthews team as well, which is under 17s. So huge opportunity that the Warriors are providing all of these players that are competing at this tournament here next year. And of course other clubs across the Tasman are watching as well. Now let's hope Taupo Whaanui is okay. Big strapping lad who made the tournament team here last year in the 16s age group for Akarana. It looks like he might be done in this game. Plays back on and back into it again. Waikato. Robarts. He's 20 outs. And now they're playing some football. Good hands from Kayla Shepherd. So inside the 10 they go. Darlington, Whakapiri, Kiteo Eloi kicking this time. And he's again just overcooked it. Again, not much in it, but the kick from Shepherd before over to the other side of the field, just a touch strong, and that one too from Whakapiri Kiteo Eloi. So the Vulcans have survived again. And now Wikitera. Here's Manawika off his wing for a carry. Luvili at dummy half. That's a good strong run by Malama Talatana. He's looked deadly every time he's touched the ball. Now Uvili is away. Uluvili. And there's Sua in good support. Sua shrugging off tacklers. Oh, great offload. Mangali's dropped it though. And that is meaning that Waikato will get more possession. Time is starting to threaten though for them. Remember, they need to score twice to reclaim the lead. They did lead 8-0 early in the match, remember, when they dominated possession and executed superbly. But Auckland's firepower has come through nicely. Alan Malama Talataina has looked very good in the right centre position. De La Salle College player. Along with this lad here, number 5, Ezekiel Tavita. Really good on the wing too, hasn't he? Scoring 2 tries in the game for the Vulcans. Albert with that carry for Waikato. And here comes Whakapiri Kiteo Eloi again up to the halfway line. Good tackle by Mangale on Darlington. Collins there in support. fighting hard on the last tackle now. Waikato. Uirama choosing to run it. There's a 2-on-1 situation. Albert for the corner. There's the try. Keone Albert. Very nicely done for Waikato. Third try of the game for them, 16-12. And they needed to score from that set to have any chance in the game. And they did just that. As Keone Albert goes over to score it. So, kick becomes important here. And the good news is for Whakapiri Katio Eloi, he's kicking with the breeze. He might just have to start it left of the left upright and let it swing in just a touch. This coolish westerly blowing here. Coolish, it's actually quite nippy. It's a bit bitter off the mountains today. But he is well wide in the end. So 16-12. Still 2 minutes left. The good news is for Waikato fans, you're going to get the ball back from the kickoff. Yeah, we'll see what they're capable of here. Tahuriki Paki's team have 1 minute and 50 left. They've given a pretty decent account of themselves, Waikato here. Against an Auckland team. They look like they've got a bit of talent in there. So no mistakes here. Got to get something going here in these last 90 seconds. Waikato have a chance of winning the game. If they can score a try, they'll draw it at least. Caleb Wright. Here's Darlington. Now Walker throws himself into the line. Penalty goes against Auckland. It was Naluafi Singer who gave up the penalty. So now that gives Waikato basically 23 metres. And now they're into Auckland territory. Rata Makena with the first carry. And Huirama into dummy half. So just under a minute to go. As Rabat sets it up. They should get close to ending their set here with a good kick. Whakapiri Katio Eloi. Inside the 20 he goes. It's got to be a try, remember. Here's Darlington to Shepherd. In comes Wright to Wara. Good defence by Auckland. He drifted nicely there. Darlington again. This is League Collins. Last few seconds of the game. It's play on. It's play on. And is that going to be a try, or was the whistle blown a moment ago? No, the referee has blown full time. And that, I think, is the end of the contest. It is. Well, there must have only been a split second in that. Yeah, just the hooter. You heard the hooter just on the play the ball there, just before the ball was played. So Auckland are going to win a tight contest here by 16 points to 12. But 3 tries all, just the 2 goals to Rotorua, proving the difference. Wikitera Tavita got 2 for Auckland, and the try scorers for Waikato, Wright, Taiho, and Albert. So Auckland get the win 16 to 12 in that 18s game. We're going to come back with our last game of the day in about 15 minutes, and we're back to the 16s age group. The South Island are going to take on Mid Central.